When I got sick with cancer, he cleared out our bank accounts and took everything and left me.
Imagine having to sleep one night in a shelter 6 months from being removed from working every day.
I would see lights on if they want help. They need a bedpan, they need whatever. The lights would be on and nobody was answering them.
There's no other service like what we do in the city of Chicago.
H.O.M.E is a nonprofit serving low-income seniors in Chicago, helping them to maintain their independence by providing affordable buildings where seniors can live comfortably and safely.
We have 3 buildings, Natalie Selman House, Pat Crowley House, and Black Hawk Manor. We have 2 styles of living within our building. One is for people who can live independently.
I'm diabetic, I have neuropathy, I have high blood pressure. I've got all kinds of arthritis.
Ended up going to school, graduated in 2001 with my master's in criminal justice. Took sick with cancer. From that point, I ended up homeless.
Went to a lot of homeless shelters, lived with my sister in the attic, and my adult children didn't have time for me.
April of last year, I moved to Natalie Selman, and I've been here ever since.
Prior to moving here, I was really hostile and angry about a lot of things. And they were just really gracious and helped me.
They're very positive people, you know, and they love their clients that live here.
I love my room. I look out the window every day and see the lake.
The greatest part, it gives me my independence. I don't have to bother anybody for anything, and I can come and go as I please, and it's been a godsend, actually.
Shared living is for seniors who cannot live independently, but don't need 24-hour nursing care. Plus, they're living in a communal setting, so they have their own bedroom, they have their meals together.
We're close. We know each other's needs in terms of quiet time and social time and so forth. We get along very well.
I like the home-like setting here very, very much.
The loyal student nurses have been coming to the Pat Crowley House for years. We meet with them for about 45 minutes each to monitor how their blood pressure, blood temperature, and blood sugar are doing, and if they have any other chronic illnesses, then we work with them on those. And then we also try to implement different ways to exercise and eat healthy.
We go out for lunches, which is just great.
We do an outing each month, and so we try to go to different types of restaurants, different ethnic ones in Chicago and affordable ones.
It's a very intentional thing about getting them out of the building, getting them out to do things in the community.
I am 86 years old, and I have found a home here, and I wouldn't want to go to any other place.
Intergenerational living is really based on the notion that it's important for them to be around people of different generations and ages.
In each of our 3 apartment buildings, there are resident assistants. Typically, those are folks of college student age, if not actually in college, who assist the seniors with activities of daily living.
The more age groups we have, the better we can learn from each other. Especially for me, like I have no family here or anything, so these people get to be like family.
Karen Arden-Tabani, who's our housing coordinator and the property manager at Pat Crowley House, she raised her 2 kids there in that building, along with those seniors.
One of our residents came up with the idea of putting a family quilt together, and of course my kids wanted to get involved, being little at the time.
When my daughter was young, she would go to school and talk about one of the residents and say, you know, things about Agnes, and teachers assumed that was a friend of hers, and that was her age, and found out that it was somebody who was 97.
And it's important for the younger people to be around the elders and to see them, to interact with them on a daily basis.
Myself and a few of the other RAs are in a band called the Homeboys, so we put on a performance for them. They always say my drums are too loud though. We played Willie Nelson for Shirley once too. I like that a lot.
I didn't hear it. H.O.M.E is unique in the menu of services that it offers. We're really the only nonprofit in Chicago offering both directly housing and housing support services.
Yeah, I love to talk about the shopping, but I mean all the programs, but it's a really happy program. We have a handicapped accessible bus. We contract with 35 affordable seniors buildings all over the city of Chicago. Normally we go to those buildings twice a month. We pick the seniors up, take them to the local grocery store of their choice. The driver helps them on and off the bus.
I thought you were walking around.
Oh, no. You ain't going to nowhere else?
No.
You got about 30 minutes. Why you keep playing? Why you keep playing someone? Hold on, man. You know, they all right. But I got to help her in right now, okay? So give me a minute.
Yeah, but he is really a nice guy. He really is. Till we chat and we gonna jump him.
30% of the buildings that we serve on that bus are in neighborhoods that do not have a major grocery store within their neighborhood area.
So we can get them to a decent, affordable store where they can not only get their groceries, but they can get their prescriptions refilled.
We don't have nowhere else to go. My brother-in-law take me, but this way it makes it much easier.
One woman in a survey last year talked about her daughter would come maybe once a month and help her get to the grocery store. But because of the bus, she doesn't have to rely on her daughter, and she can go more frequently and buy fresher foods.
Service is wonderful. It's something that we need, and they're nice to us.
People really depend on me, and I like helping people. That's what's the main focus of the job, is to reach out and help somebody.
AARP did a study recently, and 90% of the people they interviewed who were over 65 said that they wanted to stay in their home as long as they possibly could. They did not want to move into a seniors building, definitely didn't want to move into a nursing home. So there's a lot of people out there who want to stay in their homes. Of course, they're getting older, their homes are getting older, they're needing more repairs, they're unable themselves to, the elderly, to do the repairs.
How long have you been living in this house?
About 40-some years. My husband used to do a lot, but he's not able to do it now.
The Upkeep and Repair Program is a program where we serve senior homeowners. We have 3 full-time home repair specialists, and they provide upkeep and repair services for these homeowners.
What happened with your sink?
It just started leaking. I guess it wore out.
So when that happened, who did you call?
H.O.M.E, because they does very excellent work. Andre is really nice and make sure everything is done well.
We ask them for a $25 service fee. We also ask them to pay for the parts, the materials that we do, but we provide the labor free of charge.
I'm very grateful for Andre, because whenever there's something to be done and you get in touch with them, they right on it.
The people who live here are people who worked hard all their lives, but who for one reason or another cannot maintain an acceptable standard of living without home.
I love it here. This is the first time in my life I didn't have to worry about being homeless.
Home is one of the few places we can go and know that we are safe and that we're cared for.
This is my home.